Anyway, me the sports stuff. I used to love it. Now I just have it on because it's happening. I don't even know. Most of the time I have to rewind. And I just hear the crowd. I can do whatever. And I hear the crowd on the TV. And I run back. Like, what just happened? And I'm like, oh, there's that on that. But I do watch that. I watch probably 3 days. Oh. She hates it. She hates it. Because I have a TV. Oh, fuck. I have it. But I have my 7. Ready to get him, Coach?
Yes.
All right. All right, never mind, dude. I'm just paranoid. I was like, I'm just being paranoid. I was like, yeah, dude, no. I was like, okay. Because I didn't know why. That was weird. I was like, have a good day. Nobody would ask. Well, it was just so weird. Anyway, But anyways, within a year, Brian went from, because he was always competitive. His coach was always really enjoyed the way that he played 200. But just the edge work and stick handling and shooting and all. And so golf's the same way. It really is. So I caught balls for years. My lowest really was like my goal. And it was because I was there at 7 a.m. in the morning with 2 more practice like this. And I was constantly, are you, Mr. Glasgow?
John, how are you?
I'm doing well, sir. Tough game yesterday.
The team was very good. They scored 4 unanswered goals in the last 5 minutes to beat us without really breaking a sweat.
Yeah, they definitely had the drive and the knowledge, to put them up there.
Very fast team.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. No worries on the other way. Thank you.
No, I get the impression that if we would play that team again, I think they're going to mercy us in the first period.
They scored 4 goals on us doing this off the gas.
I know what you're saying, but I don't think so.
I would be standing by for 10-0 shutout mercy in the first period next time you're playing. I'm going to call it right now.
I hope not.
That team is clearly in the wrong league.
All right, here we are, Potomac home ice here in Prince William Ice Center. We're playing the Caps Academy today. We're wearing white. Caps Academy's wearing red. Warm-up starting now. All right, that horn is the end of the warm-up. It's a league game for us. We played the Caps Academy about a month ago. I think we won 5-3. We'll see if we have a similar contest today. We only have one goalie dressed today. It's Kate. Kate will be in net for us. And and I'll get you the starting lineup as soon as they get settled. They break from the huddle around the net, and we'll get a start to the game here. All right, starting on defense, William and Langston, Yosef, Riot, and Geffen. Kate is in net. Looks like Riot's going to take the face off. Yosef's on the far side, Geffen on the near side. 15-minute periods. He's just giving some last-minute instructions to the players here before we drop the puck. Checking mouth guards. Checking goalies. Here we go. And Patriots won the draw, but taken away by Caps Academy. They chip it over to the far corner. Send it in, we got off sides. Back to neutral ice for a faceoff. Got slowed down there as he entered the zone, and that put him off sides. And Caps Academy won the draw and charged into the zone, but taken away immediately by Patriots. Now Yosef's got it across the red line, dumps it in, chasing after it now. Loose puck behind the net. Forechecking now is Riot, and it goes off of Yosef. Yosef, puck was behind him. Now over to Geffen. Geffen's playing around with it, lost it against the boards, picked up by Caps Academy. Back check though by Geffen. Now over to Yosef. Yosef takes a shot, got deflected by a defender, goes into the corner. Now picked up by the Caps Academy and sent it out to the point. Held there by William. William takes a slap shot, missed the net to the right, comes over to the near point. And Geffen's there to meet it. Goes out to Langston, can't hold his zone. Now it's neutralized. Williams going to go fetch the puck. It's got some pressure though on a forecheck. Throws it back to Geffen. Geffen's going to cross out, enters the zone, chips it in and chases. Loose puck now behind the net. Forechecking, Riot's there. Sends it back to Geffen. Geffen's by himself on the side of the net. Playing keep away. Sends it now behind the net, but lost the puck. Picked up by Caps Academy. They shovel it out towards the point, and now settled and clears the zone. Chipped ahead, and now it's a foot race going the other way. And Caps Academy is changing, so no pressure. And Langston's going to play this puck. Now the pressure shows up. Sends it ahead to Patriots. Nico, Dylan, and Z are out there now. We're swapping out defenders as well. So Z's got to go chase this down. Now out there is Cohen and Jackson. Z's playing keep away behind the net, making some moves to get away from the forecheck. Fires it high off the glass, clears the zone. Nico's there to collect the puck at middle ice, but now taken away. And now the puck comes into our offensive zone, and pressing is Dylan, and now Z. And now over, and Nico dumps it in further, and now loose puck behind the net. Caps Academy's going to get to it first, and now settles it in the circle. They throw it out of their zone. There's a Caps Academy player there getting banged down by Cohen, trying to slow him down. Got behind Cohen a little bit, puts the brakes on, sends it into the slot, and Kate comes out and covers that, and that'll stop play. 13:05 to go in the period. No score. Puck rattling around in traffic there, and Kate saw it and covered it. All right, Z's out there now. Dylan on the far side. Nico and Cohen in the slot. Jackson behind Z. And the net came off the post. Referee's going to have to go put it back on here. All right, got that sorted. All right, play continues. First period. No score, 13:05 on the clock. And controlled by Caps Academy, tied up though by Dillon. They send it out to their point. Point settles the puck, lost the zone. Offsides. And that's going to come back to neutral ice. Just a smidge. The referee gives him a 1-inch signal there, but it was offside. Good call there. And I think it's going to be the blue line. We're going to make some changes there. Brody's out there now with Zach and John. Zach is taking the draw. Jackson and Cohen remain on defense. And Patriots win the draw, but have lost the puck. Now comes in our defensive zone. Jackson flung it out of the zone, now settled by Caps Academy at the red line, and they're going to regroup here in neutral ice. And looking for a pass, fires to the cross ice, and gets into the offensive zone. They're onside, chasing after his Cohen, but so is a forechecker. They send it on the net, it goes off the side of the net. And now over to the near side, and they shoot and miss the... Kate got a piece of that and knocked it over in the corner. Now settled by Caps Academy, and they send it out over to the near side corner, chasing after his Cohen. Caps Academy playing keep away. Send it out to the point, and they take a shot from there, and now ricochets, missed the net to the right, goes over to the far corner. Jackson kicks the puck away, and now trying to clear the zone, sends it out. It hits the Caps player as he left the zone, but they clear the defensive zone. Loose puck right at the blue line, picked up by the Caps Academy. Now they charge into the slot. Got it on the backhand, though. Throws it on a trailer. There's nobody there except Patriots. Knocked away, but now picked up by the Caps Academy. Back to their point. They take a shot. Redirected, missed the net to the right. Comes over to the far side boards, and Jackson's there. He's going to clear it out. Caps Academy's making some changes, and now we're onside. Oh, offside's the call. He pumped the brakes as he was entering the zone, and Brody got a half a foot offside there. And offside's the call. 11:50 to go in the period. No score on the board. We're going to make some more changes. Riot, Gethin, Yosef are out there with Chris and Danny on defense. Riot's taking the face-off. Adjusting some control by the Patriots over to Yosef. Yosef enters the zone. He's got it. Goes to the top of the circle. Takes a shot. Missing that. Comes over to the right side. Out towards the point. Swooping in is Chris to shovel it back in to Riot. Riot's playing keep away. Sends it into the slot, but missed the pass. And now Caps Academy clears the zone out to neutral ice. Chasing after it on the back check is Riot. And the puck squirts into our defensive zone, but Chris is there. Throws it out and chopping ahead to Gethin. Gethin swatting at it, but can't handle the puck. Now, they're offside, and that is what the whistle was. 11:23. Both teams are making moves right at the blue line and putting their teammates offside. They're going to stay out there for another shift. Riot, Yosef against the boards. Gethin at center ice. Chris and Danny back on the fence. Controlled by the Patriots. Chris fires it ahead to Yosef. Yosef's going to go on a 2-on-2 here. Lost the puck on a back. A little poke check there by the Caps Academy. Now Caps Academy settles the puck. They shovel it in on a backhand. That's not icing because he got on the right side of the red line. Chris fires it over the other blue line. Yosef clears his zone. Now it's going the other way, but Caps Academy is chasing it down. Forechecking hard though is Yosef. They fire the puck over here to the near side point. Scooping in is Chris to dump it back in, but didn't get much on it. Now over to Caps Academy, and they clear the zone. Going the other way now, and it's a foot race. Danny's going to get there first. We got a forechecker on. Clears the zone, and now Caps made some changes. Lost the puck at neutral ice, and Caps Academy charging back in the zone. Danny tried to clear it out, but it hit the Caps Academy player and ricocheted back into the zone. Chris chips it back to the point, but held in by Caps Academy. And the puck's loose in the near side corner. Danny shovels it, but didn't get much on it. Now goes back. Caps Academy's got now taken away by Riot. Riot's got on a forehand, now skating with the far side, trying to clear out. It's going to cross the blue line, and now sends it ahead for Gethin. Gethin enters his zone onside. They try to make a move better from the defender there, but lost the puck. Goes in the corner. Now chip back out towards the top of the circle, handled there by Caps Academy, and they clear the zone, but now settled by William. William dumps it back in, and now picked up by the Caps Academy, and they're going to come across the red line now, and now ship it in, and now it's a foot race, but they're not really pressing hard. Langston's going to settle this puck and fires it over to Dakota. Dakota fires it out of the zone. It does clear out. Gethin's there on a forecheck. Settles the puck, comes onside, got chipped away by a defender. Now picked up by Ellis. Lost the puck though, comes out to the high side. Williams steps up, trying to hold the zone. Ellis got behind him and managed to keep it in, but not long. Now Williams settles it, fires it back into the zone. It's not going to be icing. It goes into the far corner. Forechecking there is Dakota. Dakota lost his edge, but he stuck the puck to the board. Down to the high side. Williams takes a shot, misses to the right, comes over to the near side. Forechecking is Ellis. Ellis throws it on the backhand, goes off the side of the net. takes a hit for that, goes down, comes out to the point, handled there by William. William's trying to hold his zone, goes down but lost his zone. Now going the other way and now behind our defense a little bit. Back check though by Langston, nice job there. Charging in the zone is Dakota. Dakota's got on a forehand, takes a shot, big rebound, goes over in the corner. Dakota fetches his own rebound, chips it over here to the near side corner. Settled there by the Caps Academy. They fired across, and waiting for it was Dakota. Dakota sends it in the slot. Johnny got a backhand on that, but didn't get it on net. Now dumped back in by William. Handled by the Caps Academy. They're playing with keep away from Ellis, and now skating to the top of the circle. They're going to clear the zone. Shipping at it was William, though. He knocked it away. Now we're going to get back on side. William brings it in, going to hammer a shot. Got redirected off net by the defense. Goes over to the far side point. Dakota sends it in the slot. Williams there takes a big hit and goes down. Now picked up by the Caps Academy. We're making some changes here. And now swatting at the puck as it comes to neutral ice. Z's got it, playing keep away. Kicks it ahead to himself and trying to enter the zone. And does now. Getting swatted at. The defender lost the stick. Nico's got the puck. Going to take a shot. Goalie gave up a rebound. There's another shot on net there by Z, and now the whistle stops play. The puck was not covered, but they blew it dead. I'm not sure if there's a penalty coming here or not. Nobody going to the box. No, there is. Okay, Caps Academy took a penalty. They're going in the box. I didn't see the penalty. I assume it's some kind of a hook or a hold in front of the net there. And so power play for the Patriots. 8:23 to go in the period. No score on the board. We got Nico, Dylan, Z, Jackson, and Cohen. Z taking the draw. Patriots win the draw. Back to Cohen. Cohen shovels it into Z. Z's got it now. Playing keep away in the corner. Now skating with it. Brings it now behind the net. And now he's got a little bit of room. Looking for a pass. Brings it through the near side circle. Takes a shot. Goalie gave up a rebound. And now Dylan almost got a piece of that before the goalie covered it. But that'll stop play. 2-minute penalty on the board. There's a minute 45 left in this power play for the Patriots. 8:08 on the clock. Still no score on the board. They're going to stay out there for another drive. Nico sets up in the slot with Cohen right behind him. And Caps Academy won that draw. Dylan forechecking though, and they dump it back in now behind the net. Nico sends it towards the net, but got intercepted by a Caps Academy player. Back to Cohen. Cohen chips it back into Nico. Can't handle the pass though. The puck's loose behind the net. Nico digs it out of the board, sends it back to Cohen. Cohen slows it down and holds it back, sends it to Nico. Nico's got it in the corner now, looking for a pass. Sends it back to Cohen. Now Cohen's going to hammer a shot from the top of it and goes on net. Loose puck stuck to the side of the goalie, and he covers it, and that'll stop play. He got just enough of that with his pad that he stopped it from going in, and it stuck to his pad. And then he covered it, and that was the stop. Well, we're going to make some more changes. Power play continues for the Patriots. We've got a minute 18 left in this power play. 7:41 left in the period. Riot's out there now with Gethin, Yosef, Chris, and Danny. Riot's taking the face-off. Gethin's in the slot. And controlled by the Caps Academy. They immediately fling it out, but it can't clear the zone. And now dumped back in by Danny. And now Yosef gets a piece of that. Back to Danny. Danny chips it high up the board. Loose puck now goes in the corner. Caps Academy there, but Yosef's on his tail. They fire it over to the near side point. Looks like it's going to go all the way down. This could be icing. They're waving the icing. And now touched up by Chris. And Chris is going to fire it out towards the blue line. There's Yosef to accept that pass. Chips it ahead for Gethin. Excuse me, Riot. Riot comes in the zone, has it on a forehand in the circle. Tried to center it, but it hit us. Caps Academy skate, and now iced by the Caps Academy, but they're saying he touched it. No icing. And now picked up by Gethin. Excuse me, Danny. Danny fires it ahead and kept in the zone by, it could have been a high stick, but knocked down by the Caps Academy player. Yosef trying to clear it out. Caps Academy is short-handed here and holding it in our defensive zone. Now cleared out by Yosef, but now handled by Caps Academy neutral ice, and they continue their penalty kill. Now that could be icing. No icing. Unbelievable. All right, so Danny's got it now and sends it ahead to Yosef. And now Yosef's going to cross the red line, getting zoned by Riot, and takes a shot from the blue line. Goalie gloved that, and that'll stop play. 7 seconds left in the power play, 6:30 left in the period. No score on the board. We're going to get one more offensive power play face-off here. So we got John out there, Zach, Brody, Langston, and William. Zach is taking the face-off. Brody's in the slot. And controlled by the Patriots. John shovels it towards the slot, but there's nobody there. Goes all against the board. Brody's going to go fetch this and puts the brakes on, playing keep away. Now brings it in the circle, has it on a forehand. Sends it to the slot. Zach's there. Has to handle the puck a bit. And now scores on a backhand. Patriots score up 1-0, 6:15. Not a power play goal there. Back to full strength for the Caps Academy. Zach gets credit for the goal. Brody sent him the puck, so Brody's going to get that assist. All right, a little celebration there, and back to center ice. They're going to stay out there for another shift. Zach, John, Brody, Langston, and William. And their Caps Academy is still sorting out who's coming out off that penalty. Now they got a full roster on the ice. And controlled by Caps Academy, but charging after is Brody. Brody's got on the backhand now, brings him on a forehand, dumps it in. Loose puck behind the net. Caps Academy gets his third, but the forecheck is for the Patriots. Can't quite stop it. Comes out towards the far circle. Across the ice, but held in by the Patriots. Chipped that by William. They send it towards the net, but knocked away by a Caps Academy player. Now they're skating with it. It hit. Well, Brody reached out with his stick and knocked that down. Caps Academy sends it back in their defensive zone, trying to regroup, but they missed the pass. Now forechecking is Brody, and so is John. Playing keep away from us, sends it over here to the near side point, and trying to clear it up, but William steps up and takes control of the puck. And goes in deep now, handling the puck in the corner. And sends it over to the other side. Can't make that pass connection. It goes out to Langston at the point. Langston holds his own, chips it back into John. John swats at a pass, missed it though. And now Caps Academy fires it back over to the far side point. And back to Langston. Langston chips it, lost his edge though, held in by Zach. John takes a shot, hits the skate, takes another shot. That was Brody on that rebound. And now picked up by Caps Academy going the other way. And they clear through the zone. They touched it, so it's been all the way on, no chance of icing. And indeed, Caps Academy's got a big collision here by Langston. Took the puck away, no call. And now lost the puck. And now picking up is Zach, chasing after this. Hammers it out to the far side point and held in by Caps Academy. They're going to take a shot from there. Kate saw it, though, knocked it away. Now picked up by Langston. Langston's got a forechecker on him. Puck was on the side of the net. Langston grabbed it and threw it out of there. Goes out to Brody. He's waiting for it. Swats at a pass. Zach got to come back and get that. Now fires it off the boards. And now forechecking, Ellis is out there. Caps Academy's making some changes. Zach slowed that down. I think Zach's coming off the ice too. Cohen shifted ahead, but now settled by the Caps Academy in their offensive zone. They're regrouping. Johnny's out there now with Ellis, Jackson, Dakota, and Cohen. Caps Academy crossing the red line now. Got some speed on, enters zone onside. Slowing him down is Cohen in the corner. They center it to a one-timer, and Kate saw that setup and gloved it, or covered it in her sweater, and that'll stop play. 4:36 to go in the period. Patriots are up 1-0. Defensive zone faceoff coming. Ellis is taking this face-off. Johnny's against the boards. Dakota's in the slot with Cohen. Jackson behind Ellis. And controlled by the Caps Academy off the draw. Immediately take a shot. Loose puck in front of the net, knocked away by Cohen. Goes out to the top of the circle. Takes another shot. Kate gave up a rebound. Loose puck in front, goes into the high slot. Now Johnny's there. Johnny sends it out of the zone, but right to Caps Academy. And now forechecking is Ellis. Bouncing puck comes back in the zone. Now Caps Academy bringing in the slot. Have it on the backhand. And into a forehand. Kate got a piece of that, knocked it away. Comes into the circle. Ellis is there, takes control of the puck now. Sends it out to the point, but the Caps Academy shovel it back in on the backhand. Bouncing puck, and now cleared out by Johnny. Settled now by Caps Academy. They're offsides, but charging back in the zone, get onside. Have it in the circle. Now in the bottom of the circle, now behind the net. Send it into the net. Oh, went through the crease, but nobody touched it, and it went over to the far corner. Now swatting at it was Johnny, but kicked back to a Caps Academy player. They took a shot, ricocheted off of something, and now puck goes loose behind the net. Picked up by Caps Academy, but approaching is Jackson. And now they're trying to center it, but they miss the passes, and it comes all the way out to the near side point. Settled by the Caps Academy. They're going to hammer a shot, miss the net to the left. Goes over to the far side, settled by the Caps Academy. Takes another shot, goes off the side of the net. Now into the far circle. Picked up by Ellis. Ellis is going to skate hard now and going to break the zone. And skating through traffic there, dumps it in, and now chasing on a forecheck is Dakota. Dakota gets it, sends it towards the net, and taken away by a Caps Academy player. Goes over to the far side corner. They send it to the high slot. Jackson steps up and settles the puck. Ellis takes a shot. Goalie saw that though and stopped it, and that'll stop play. 3:18 to go in the period. Patriots are up by a goal. Some fresh legs out there now. We got Dylan, Z, Nico, Chris, and Danny. Nico sets up in the slot. Z is taking the draw. Referees fixing mouthpieces or something there. I'm not sure. Controlled by the Caps Academy. They're taking out forecheck. Z comes over here to the near side point. Swooping in is Chris. Chris shovels it on the backhand. It hits Dylan. Dylan knocks it down with his fist. Takes a shot. Scores! Unassisted goal there for Dylan. I'd like to give Chris the assist, but he threw it off Dylan's face. And then by the time Dylan settled the puck on the ice, found the back of the net. And then puts the Patriots up 2-0. 3:06 to go in the period. Well, they're going to stay out there for another shift. Dylan, Z, Nico, Danny, and Chris. Z taking the face-off. Controlled by the Caps Academy. They're going to chase after this. And forecheck knows Nico. Went off of Nico, now off of Dylan. Bouncing puck and neutralized, picked up by Z. Z's trying to get it out of traffic there. And taken away by the Caps Academy. They fired across the ice, and no chance of icing, but it's going all the way down. And now touched up by Chris. Chris fires it over to Danny. Danny can't handle that pass. Caps Academy centers the puck, but there's nobody there but Nico. Nico now sends it out of the zone, clears it ahead for Dylan. Dylan's got some speed on, but had to collect that puck. Now dumps it in, and we have offsides. I guess he left the puck out of the zone and entered without it, and that puts us in a neutral zone faceoff. 2:38 to go in the period. Patriots are up by 2 goals, 2-0. We're going to stay out there for one more drop. Z is taking this face-off. Nico's against the boards. Patriots win the draw. Nico's taken away by Caps Academy now, and they're going to settle and regroup in the defensive zone. Nobody's really forechecking, though. Now Dylan steps up. They fire it out, clears the zone, so Danny's got to get us back on side. Playing keep-away. Now dumps it in, and now it's a loose puck behind the net. Chasing after it is Dylan on a forecheck. Now approaching is Nico on the near side. Caps Academy made a couple moves to get away from that forecheck. Now crossing the edge, going the other way to neutral. And Danny's there trying to slow him down and kicks the puck away. Nice defensive stop there. Sends it after Dylan. Lost the puck though right at the red line. Now picked up and now loose puck. Enters the zone. Dylan's got it on the forehand. Getting some pressure though on a back check. Centers it. And Z's there. Takes a shot. Goes off the defender. And under Caps Academy fires it out here to the top of the circle on the near side. Settled by a Caps Academy player. And they're going to try to break out. And they do. And cross the red line. Now poking at it is Chris. And they left the puck there. Now Caps Academy's onside. Takes a shot. Goes off of Danny. Lost the puck though. Goes into the corner. Now retrieves the puck, sends it through the slot, but there's nobody there. Goes out to the other point. And pressuring there was Dylan. We had some collisions in the circle, no calls. Now back out to Caps Academy, they dump it back in. There's a Caps Academy player there in the bottom of the circle. And tied up though by Z. Z trying to get it out of there. Makes some moves to get away from that forecheck. Now going the other way at the puck, sends it out of the zone. Bouncing puck going all the way down. No icing is called. Puck lost all its energy. We're changing. So is Caps Academy. No pressure because of the change. Now getting out there is Riot, Gethin, Yosef. Caps Academy clears, trying to clear the zone. It crosses the red line, sends it ahead to another Caps Academy player. They're in a 3-on-1 here. Chipped at by Langston, knocked away, and now they send it into the slot. Langston's there and kicks at it and knocks it loose. It comes over to the near side point. Chasing after Gethin. Gethin's going to clear it ahead for Yosef. Yosef settles the puck, enters on side, winds up, takes a shot. Goalie got a blocker on that, knocked it away, goes over to the far side point. Gethin's there, Riot. Riot's got it on the forehand. Tried to center it, but it hit a Caps Academy player. Now Caps Academy got clearing the out to neutralize. Chasing after it is Langston and so the Caps Academy. Trying to clear it out, and bouncing puck onside, and now picked up by William. William chips it ahead for Gethin. Gethin sends it across ice, but there was just Caps Academy there. It went off of Gethin's skate, and now settled again by the Caps Academy. And going to get back. Caps Academy's onside. They centered the puck there, but there was just Langston there. Langston fires it out, clears it out to and now back towards our defensive zone. Langston clears the zone, back to the neutral ice, crosses the red line. Now enters onside, into the top. Going to wind up, got knocked away by a defender. Over to Riot. Riot's got on a forehand now. Playing keep-away in the corner. Looking for a pass. Fires it over to the near side. Gethin's there. Takes the pass. He got some pressure though. Ships it past. The pressure goes over to the side of the net. Horn is the end of the period. After one period of play, the score is 2-0. 8 shots on goal for the Patriots. 4 shots on goal for Caps Academy. First intermission starts now.
Pick it up, 19.
All right, first intermission's over. Second period getting ready to start. We're going to be defending the right side of the screen for this period. Kate is still in net. Back in D is Jackson and Cohen. Dylan, Nico, and Z. Nico's on the far side of the circle. Dylan's on the near side. Z is taking the face-off. Second period starts now. Referee directing some traffic there. All right, here we go. Second period. Controlled by the Patriots over to Jackson. Jackson's got to settle the puck on its edge. Fires it ahead, goes into the zone, but handled there by Caps Academy to clear the zone. And now pressuring though is Nico. Dumps it back into our offensive zone. Now settled by the Caps Academy. Before checking though is Z. Z's all over him. And he makes a move to get away from Z. Now crosses over. It hits Dylan. Dylan throws it off the boards into Z. Z's got it now. We're on side. Z makes a move in the circle, getting some pressure though by Caps Academy. Sends it into the slot, taken away by the Caps Academy. Now going the other way on a 2-on-2. And Jackson's trying to slow him down as he enters the zone. Sends the puck in, missed the net, goes over to the far corner. Caps Academy retrieves the puck there, and now chips it back in the corner. And Caps Academy retrieves it, sends it off the net, off the side, shoots, but Kate saw that shot and gloved it, and that'll stop play. 14:28 to go in the period. Defensive zone faceoff coming, and we're going to make a complete change here. We've got Chris and Danny out there in defense. Gethin, Riot, and Yosef. Gethin drops his stick. And keeps dropping his stick. Now he's got a handle on it. Yosef's in the slot with Chris. Riot taking the face-off. And stymied on the face-off. The Patriots won it. Danny's got it. Fires it off the boards over to Yosef, but can't handle the pass. Comes out to the top of the circle. Now Yosef chips it out of the zone. Got some speed on, going the other way in a 2-on-2. Got a trailer, takes a shot from Lyle. Big rebound, goes into the far side circle. Caps Academy picks up the rebound, picks some pressure though by the Patriots. Puck spurts out into the far corner. Gethin's down there, but so we got a whistle coming. It's a cross check. And I think it's on Caps Academy. So power play coming up for the Patriots here. The referee signaled cross-check when the penalty happened, but then just now did not signal. So I think we're going to be in a power play for 2 minutes. There's 14:05 to go in the second period. We're up by 2 goals. The score is 2-0. And a power play coming for the Patriots. Yeah, 2-minute penalty on the board now. Riot's out there with Gethin, Yosef, Chris, and Danny. Gethin's in the slot. Riot taking the draw. And controlled by the Patriots. Back to Yosef. Hammers a shot. Goalie got a piece of that. Knocked over to the near side point. Coming out, swooping in is Danny trying to hold zone, but can't. Now going the other way is a foot race. Chasing after it's Chris and a Caps Academy player. And now they chip it out of the zone ahead to Gethin. Gethin settles the puck, sends it across ice to Yosef. Yosef makes a couple moves, splits the D. Lost the puck though. Now the puck goes behind the net. Settles it on a forehand. Power play keep away. Caps Academy knocked it away. Back to Gethin. Gethin sends it to the point. Danny dumps it back in. Loose puck now behind the net. Yosef's there, getting some pressure though. Now settles the puck, has it on a forehand, brings it to the bottom of the circle, sends it over to Gethin. Gethin shoots. We've got a whistle. I think it might be a crease violation. He's pointing out of the zone, and that whistle came just as we touched the puck. I think it's a crease violation. Riot was standing in the crease when he took that shot. So it's coming out to neutralize. So we're going to make some changes here. We're still on a power play for 1:25. Riot stays out there with Yosef and Gethin. Now changing out defense is William and Langston. Okay, one by Caps Academy. They send it deep, and it goes off of Langston. Langston sends it ahead to Gethin. Gethin chips it in. Loose puck now, chasing after on a forecheck. 13:22 to go in the period. Comes out, goes all the way up to the other point. William holds the zone, but getting some pressure there by Caps Academy. They clear the puck all the way down, and at a weird angle, so maybe not icing. Icing's the call, though. No icing. Now picked up by Langston. Langston skating with it. A forechecker on, sends it ahead to Riot. Riot sends it across to Yosef. Yosef brings it in the slot, takes a shot, missed the net to the left, comes over to the near side. Swooping in is Riot. Riot's got on a forehand, puts the brakes on to get away from that. Caps Academy player now brings it to the far, takes a shot. Goalie gave up a rebound, picked up by the Caps Academy. Yosef stays out there forechecking, lost the puck, goes on the far side corner. Now Riot approaches the puck and so does the Caps Academy, squirts out into the corner. And continuing that pressure, goes off of Yosef's skate and back to the point. Langston steps up, holds his own, dumps it back in, goes behind the net now. Come over to the near side. And approaching is Gethin. Gethin's going to bring it in on a forehand, sends it back to Riot. Loose puck now behind the net. And Caps Academy gets to it and trying to clear it out. Gets away from puts the brakes on to get away from a forecheck there, and now sends it off the glass and towards William at the point. Can't hold the zone. Crossing to neutral icing. Patriots are going to regroup here. Williams sends it ahead to Joseph, but taken away on couldn't handle that pass. Caps Academy got it now. And now they cross the red line, and they're going to they just dump it in, and they're going to go change now. So Wright collects the puck behind the net. Now Caps Academy coming off the bench, putting some pressure on. Send it out of the zone over to Nico. And now Nico comes onside, but it's just Nico sends it in the slot. Dylan's there, takes a shot, knocked off the skate of a defender, and now chipped at by the Caps Academy, trying to clear out, and out to the point. Held in by Cohen. Cohen throws it behind the net, bouncing there, and Nico's on a forecheck. Getting some pressure, lost his edge, but managed to hold the puck in the corner. Now it comes squirting out to the circle, and out to the point, but can't hold the zone. Langston, we're way offside here. 11:31 on that stoppage of play. We'll see where this faceoff comes. Offsides is the call. They're staying right at the blue line. All right, Dylan, Z, and Nico are out there with Cohen and Jackson. And the power play is over. Full strength now for both teams. And the Patriots won the draw. Dump it in, though, and now picked up by the Caps Academy in the defensive zone. They send it out, clear the zone, but Cohen's there. He chips it back towards Dylan, but he can't handle the pass. Now Caps Academy, they're forechecking. Nico can't hold the zone. And now Caps Academy dumps it in on an odd angle into the corner. And Cohen, Caps Academy got a backhand on that and shoveled it behind the net. Z's there, but getting some forecheck pressure. Puck squirts out into the corner. Jackson squeezes it into the corner. And now they're all tied up down there. And 5 players digging on that puck. It comes into the top of the circle now. Still nobody touching it. Now picked up by the Caps Academy. They take a shot. Kate got a piece of that. It goes over to the top of the net. And now out to the other point. And now they settle it and take a shot. It ricocheted off a player, chipped at by Jackson in the slot. And now bouncing puck held in by Caps Academy. And now knocked out over to Dylan. Dylan sends it ahead to Nico, but now picked up by the Caps Academy. Forechecking is Dylan. Still banging on him, but now Caps Academy clears the zone, swatting at it. Cohen knocked it away. Puck goes back towards and now sent across ice to Caps Academy. They cross the red line, and they're going to get onside here. They left the puck for a trailer in the top of the circle. Sends it over to another trailer. Can't make that connection, though. Goes over to the far circle. Caps Academy's got it on a forehand. Puts the brakes on to get away from them. Now squeezed into the boards by Z. Now fired out and hit something weird and took a weird hop. Now fired out of the zone by Dylan. And this could be icing. Icing's the call, but the puck is stopping. And now played by the goalie. No icing. And now Caps Academy picks up the puck, but we made some changes. And so Caps Academy's out there in force, intercepted by Jackson right at the red line. Now picked up by Caps Academy going the other way. Caps Academy gets smeared into the boards by Jackson and not quite out of the zone. Takes a shot, goes off a Caps Academy player. The player goes down. He took a shot in the back of the leg. And now bouncing puck settled by Caps Academy, but they're offside. And Ellis is out there now. They chip it, and okay, they were changing at the bench is what put them offside there. So 9:42, offsides is the call. Back to neutral ice. One of the doors to the bench is in the offensive zone, and that's where they were changing, and that's what put them offsides. Okay, so Riot's out there. Gethin, Yosef, Chris, and Danny. Riot's taking the face-off, and Caps Academy wins the draw. Immediately throws it in, but it hit a player and now knocked down by Yosef. Yosef's got some speed on, battling for the corner, gets in there, makes a move into the slot, takes a shot, scores! Patriots go up 3-0. Unassisted goal there for Yosef. 9:31 in the second period. All right, they're going to stay out there for another shift. And Caps Academy wins the draw. They throw it in. It could be icing. No icing call. No, they blew it. Icing's the call. It's going to come all the way back. 9:26. Offensive zone faceoff coming for the Patriots. And they're going to stay out there for one more drop.
Keep up the energy, Wyatt.
Wyatt is taking the faceoff. Gethin's in the slot. Controlled by the Caps Academy, but charging after it is Riot. Riot takes it on the forehand, sends it off the back of the net over to the other corner. Gethin's there, but so is the Caps Academy. And they slow it down and trying to clear the zone, but Chris dumps it back in. Now picked up by the Caps Academy, but forechecking is Riot. They fire it high off the glass, back to the point, shipped back in by Chris. Gethin's got it now, and playing keep away, but getting stymied by the Caps Academy, and now they're going to clear out. Chasing after a loose puck now is Danny, but he's got a forecheck around his tail. Shovels it on the backhand, but can't clear the zone. Caps Kenny brings it into the slot. Knocked away by Chris. Chris has it on a forehand now, sends it ahead for, can't make the pass. He got players down in the offensive zone. They're tied up on Chris's stick. Now they come back in the zone, but Danny. Danny fires it back, can't clear the zone. And now they throw it over to a Caps Academy player on the near side. Takes a shot, but misses the net. High over to the far side. And against the boards, held in by the Caps Academy. Loose puck down the corner. Danny's approaching, tying up the player. And the puck squirts out to the circle. Caps Academy's there, send it towards the slot, but knocked away by Riot. Riot sends it to Yosef. Yosef charging hard the other way. Got slowed down as he entered the zone. And now Caps Academy's goalie came out and played that. And now swooping in, can't quite handle that. Caps Academy sends over another Caps Academy player trying to clear it out. Gethin approached it, kicked it, and held the zone, but now picked up by Caps Academy going the other way. It's a 2-on-2. They dump the puck in, and now loose puck behind the net. Chris is going to get there first, but he's got a Caps Academy forecheck round. Sends it out of the zone ahead for, we made some changes there, and now icing's the call. We caught Caps Academy changing, but as we were changing, couldn't quite make that pass connection, and it went all the way down. John almost got a stick on there. It would have been a breakaway if he could have slowed it down a little bit. Okay, some fresh legs out there. Langston and William on defense. Zach, Brody, John. Brody and Langston are set up in the slot. Zach is taking a face-off. Controlled by the Caps Kenny back to their point. And the defender came all the way across ice and ricocheted the puck off the board. Now picked up by Zach. He clears his zone. This could be icing. Icing's the call. It's going to come all the way back. 7:48 on the stoppage of play, second period. Scores 3-0 Patriots. Defensive zone face-off coming. They're going to stay out there for one more drop. Langston and Brody are set up in the slot. Zach is taking the face-off. And Caps Academy wins the draw, has it at the point. Takes a shot, goes off of Zach, ricochets over to the far corner, and now settled by the Caps Academy. They bring him into the top of the circle, now into the slot. Got tripped, got a penalty coming, they scored. So as he fell down, he sent the puck to a one-time opportunity, and they found the back of the net. So I don't know that we're going to go in the box for this penalty. And now the score is 3-1 Patriots. 7:35 to go in the period. Okay, Z, Dylan, Nico, Cohen, and Jackson. Z taking the faceoff. And stymied at the faceoff. Now controlled by the Caps Academy. And now taken away by Dylan. Over to Nico. Nico sends it back to Dylan, but had to slow down and handle that. Dylan dumps it in. Now puck's loose behind the net. Picked up by the Caps Academy, but forechecking and Z. Fires it over here to the near side circle, back to the point. Jackson steps up trying to hold his own, but can't. Bouncing puck going the other way. It's a 3-on-2 for the Caps Academy. Dylan, they send it on net. Kate has to come out and play that, and it goes up into her gear, and she stops the puck, and that'll stop play. 7:07 to go in the period. Scores 3-1 Patriots. Jackson and Cohen on defense. Dylan and Cohen are in the slot. Z is taking the faceoff. And it goes bouncing out to the high slot, handled there by Caps Academy. Going trying to clear it out of camp. Caps Academy shoots, misses the net, comes out to the near side point, going all the way down. I can't call this icing because they did it to themselves. It's going all the way in deep, chasing after it on a forecheck. Caps Academy settled the puck. They send it out to the point, and Cohen's there, chipped at it and held his own, but now hit the referee or something. And now stuck to the boards. Caps Academy threw it again and hit another player. And now we have a whistle. We got some, they're both going to the box. Z and a Caps Academy player. The referees didn't like what that was all about. They're both sending them both to the box. I think we're going to be in a 5-on-5 for this offsetting penalty. 6:40 to go in the second period. Okay, Z took a double. So this is not a 5-on-5. I can hear a little bit of this conversation. Z took a double penalty. So it's going to be a 4-on-4. No, it's going to be a... I'm confused. They have 5 skaters on the ice. We only have 4, but there's a player in there. I'm trying to hear the referee, but I can't quite make it out. He's got his back to me. So Z's in the box for a major penalty. There's not even on the board. 2-minute penalty for Caps Academy. They have an extra skater out there, which I'm not quite understanding, but maybe that's how a major penalty works. 4-minute penalty for Z. So double minor. And Caps Academy has an extra skater. I don't quite understand that. So the referees talked it over and they're saying 2 for 4. Now the Caps Academy sure where this face-off's coming. There's some confusion now. The referees are talking to the scorer. It's going to go neutralized face-off. Okay, there's a 4-minute penalty on the Patriots. There's a 2-minute penalty on Caps Academy. They have an extra skater on the ice. So it's a 5-on-4 for the Caps Academy, which I'm still not quite understanding. Why they get an extra skater and we don't. But we do have a 4-minute penalty on the board. The referee's going to actually go talk to the scorer. Now the Caps have a 6th skater on the ice. Okay, I don't know, they just swapped out a player. I am confused. The Caps have an extra skater. The referees are talking it over with the score. We'll figure this out.
It's just a 2-minute for him and nothing for the other team. Why is he in the box?
Okay. We are in a 5-on-4 situation. Caps Academy have an extra skater for 2 minutes, but I guess it's a major penalty on the Caps player. He's in the box with nothing on the board. So he's going to probably stay in there longer, but we're in a penalty kill for 2 minutes. And we're controlled by Patriots, settled by Dylan. Well, taken away by the Caps Academy. Now they charge him, they just dump it in. He's puck behind the net, took off, ricocheted off the side of the net, picked up by the Caps Academy. They have it on the backhand and playing keep away. Now lost his edge, now taken away by Jackson. Jackson lost the puck, now picked up by the Caps Academy. They extended over to the far side boards and now settled there by the Caps Academy. They dump it back in. And now bouncing puck goes in the corner. Jackson's there, has it on the backhand. Now puts the brakes on, sends it over to Nico. Nico's trying to play keep away. And the puck goes into the corner. And somebody lost some equipment. We have a whistle coming. We got a hit to the back of the head on Nico. So we're going to go to a 5-on-3 here. All right, so to kill this 5-on-3 is Cohen, Jackson, and Dylan. We're going to be in a 5-on-3 for a minute 22. There's 6:02 to go in the period. We're talking it over with the bench right now. He's talking about the penalty. He's saying he elbowed him in that back of the head, I think is what the referee's telling the coach. And that's a 2-minute minor penalty. Okay, Dylan's going to take the face-off. Cohen's in the slot. Jackson at the red line. Referees are still talking it over with our bench. Quite a long conversation over there. right, so we have more players going in the box. I think the coach said something that upset the referee. We have now 4 players in the box. Dakota and Johnny are in the box now too. So I think the coach said something to the referee that pissed off the referee. And the referee just gave us a technical penalty and put 2 more players in the box. And the conversation continues. I don't know what's going on over here. We have 4 players in the box, 2 of which are on the board. And we're in a 5-on-3 penalty kill for a minute 22. Now the referee is still talking it over with our bench. It still isn't sorted out. The referee is explaining it to the
On
coach.
the other side, there's a trash can. You go the other way, there's a trash can. Yes, sir.
All right. Now I'm sorry for the delay here. The referee is still talking to our coaches on the bench. Now, Caps Academy players are going back to their bench for an impromptu timeout here. And we're still talking it over with the referee at our bench.
We're all here to see you, coaches. Let's go. That's right.
Okay. I don't know if the referee's trying to goad us into another penalty or what. He's staying over there and talking to our coaches.
It's all about you, refs. It's all about you, coaches. Come on. Bring all the time you want.
Okay, we have the scorers asking the referee now what the hell is going on. The referee's explaining it to the scorer. We have 4 Patriots in the penalty box right now. Z is in there from an earlier penalty. Nico's in there from a hit to the back of the head. And now Dakota and Johnny are also in the box, I think on a technical penalty by the bench. And we're in a 5-on-3 kill. And they're still talking it over. I guess they're talking, I'm not sure. Referee's still got his head in the penalty box. All right, the door is still open. Fans are getting impatient. The referee is still talking to the scorer at the penalty box door. Academy is so anxious. They're skating in circles in neutral ice. All right. I think.
I love it. You taught me how to do it.
All right, the door is now closing to the penalty box. And we're going to get a 5-on-3 here, penalty kill. Now the referee's talking to the Caps Academy coach. And it looks like they're in no hurry to drop a puck here. The other referee wants to continue play, but the coaches are talking to the other. Okay, here we go. 5-on-3 kill for the Patriots, minute 22. They send it through the slot, but there's nobody there. It goes over to the far side boards. Picked up by the Caps Academy. And now made a move, got away from that. And now sends it into the slot. There's a player there, but Kate, they score. Snuck underneath Kate, and they found the back of the net, and that puts the score 3-2 Caps Academy. Power play goal for the Caps Academy. And I think we're going to come into a 5-on-4 here. 5:52 to go in the period. Okay, so Johnny comes out of the box, but Dakota and Nico and Z remain in the box. And the 5-on, now it's a 5-on-4. Danny and William are out there. Riot and Yosef. And this 5-on-4, I assume the 5-on-4 is going to continue. I really don't know what's going on because they still have all the penalties on the board. So now they're zeroing out one of the penalties. The penalty on Z is no longer on the board. We have 4 skaters on the ice. Caps Academy has 5 skaters.
Ryan! Ryan!
And more conversations happening with the scorer. Z, Dakota, and Nico are still in the box there. And a power play continues for Caps Academy. It's a one-man advantage, though. 5-on-4. 5:52 to go in the period. Caps Academy wins the draw. Comes over and we charged into the zone and got split our defense a little bit. Now Williams chips the puck and goes over the boards. Now picked up by the Caps Academy. Caps Academy brings it. Tried to center it. It went off of Riot. And now battling for control of the puck. Now Riot takes it away. Going the other way short-handed. He's going to leave the zone. Getting joined by Yosef. The defender fell down there and tried to smear Riot into the boards, but the line kept his feet. Lost the puck. And now brings it in the slot. Takes a shot. Missed the net. Goes over behind the net to the right. Now knocked over to the near side boards. Picked up by the Caps Academy. And they're skating with it now, trying to break out. They cross the red line. Dump it in. And now chasing after. Gets his own dump. Heads it on the backhand. Sends it to a trailer on the slot. Takes a shot on the backhand. Loose puck in front of the net. Taken away by Riot. Joseph. Joseph going hard the other way on a 1-on-2. Gets it past the defense and chases after his own get. Puck goes in the corner. Now Riot's on the trailer. And Joseph still got it. Looking for a wraparound. I guess the goalie got stuck to the goalie somehow. It did not go in the net. And that'll stop play. 4:59 to go in the period. We're still short-handed here for another 57 seconds. And we have 3 players in the penalty box. Dylan's out there taking the face-off. Gethin's in the slot. Chris and Langston back on defense. Another 57 seconds left of the kill. Caps Academy wins the draw, brings the puck back behind their own net, and now bring it into the slot. Dylan's there trying to slow him down. They clear the zone out to another Caps Academy player, but it went off his skate. Now Caps Academy is onside, brings the puck in the top of the circle, kicked at by Langston, loose puck in the corner. Langston goes and approaches, just hammers it out towards Gethin. Gethin's there to say, hit the board, took a weird bounce, and clears the zone. Caps Academy's offside now, and now they get back onside. They bring the puck in. And intercepted by Langston, brings it into the slot, flicks it in the air, bounces out to Dylan. Dylan settles the puck going the other way, getting joined by Gethin in a 2-on-2. Brings it in, got it on a forehand, shoots. Goalie gave up a rebound, but knocked away by the defense. Now Dylan's got it on the backhand, shoots and scores! Short-handed goal for the Patriots. 4:19 to go in the period. Unassisted goal for Dylan, 4-2. Patriots. We still have 3 players in the penalty box and another 17 seconds left in this penalty kill. Gethin, Dylan, Chris, and Langston.
Go, White, keep it up!
Dylan is taking the face-off. Gethin's nearest the camera and on the circle. Controlled by the Caps Academy, but they're charging after it's Gethin. And they clear it out to neutral ice and banging out those Dylan. The loose puck now, back checked away by Gethin. Gethin's got it now, dumps it in. Intercepted by Caps Academy players at the end of the zone, and then Gethin's contesting the puck right at neutral ice, and now taken away by, now puck goes onto the bench, and that whistle will stop play. We'll probably get a neutral zone faceoff out of this. 4:02 on the clock. Second period continues. We had a really long stoppage of play with some penalties in discussion with the benches, and then a technical penalty on our bench. So we still have 2 players in the penalty box. Dylan's taking the draw. Gethin, Langston, and Chris. Patriots win the draw, but Chris has got to go chase after this and fetch it. Gets it now in the defensive zone, flings it high off the glass and clears the zone. Touched up by a couple of players, so no chance of icing. Now settled by Caps Academy in their offensive zone. Forechecking, but can't clear, and now out to neutral ice. Gethin chips it ahead to himself, and Dylan gets out of the way. They'll let Gethin come in, takes a shot on net. Goalie had to play that, knocked it over in the corner. Now chasing after it is Caps Academy. They fired over to the near side. There's a Caps Academy player there to accept the pass. Poked at by Dylan, though, and he knocked it in. Now the puck's loose, gets smeared in the boards, taken away by Caps Academy. Out to the point. Chris settles the puck. Takes a shot. Missed the net, high to the right. Goes over to the far corner. And Caps Academy's there banging on it, but so is Dylan. Dylan's going to take a shot. Goalie swallowed that up. No rebound, and that'll stop play. 3:22 to go in the period. Patriots are up, back to full strength now, and up by 2 goals. The score is 4-2. And we still have 2 players in the penalty box, so it's Nico and Z. But we're back to full strength on the, maybe not. We still have 4 skaters. I'm confused. There's no penalties on the board, but we only have 4 skaters. And now I think the referee is rejecting our coach. No, he's talking to me. Another long discussion here. Coach is talking it over with the referee. And the clock is stopped in the second period. 3:22 to go on the board. We have now 5 skaters on the ice. So I think we're back to full strength. It's Riot, Geffen, Yosef, Jackson, and Cohen. But the referee is still talking to the coach on the bench. And we're not going to get a drop until that gets resolved. The score is 4-2 Patriots. Z and Nico are still in the box. Z had a double minor penalty earlier that expired, but he still stays in the box. We had a technical penalty on the bench, and now we got Nico still in there too from a hit to the back of the head. Okay, controlled by the Caps Academy. We're playing keep away. They send it out to the high slot. Jackson's there. Holds his own, dumps it in, hit off a Caps Academy player and goes in deep. Now Caps Academy gets to it and they fire it out to the bouncing puck in the top of the circle and they're going to clear the zone. And it's a 3-on-2 for the Caps Academy going the other way. Intercepted and slowed down by Cohen as they enter the zone. They're offside now. Knocked away by Yosef. Yosef's going to settle the puck and crosses the red line. Now brings us onside but chipped at by the defender and lost the puck. Now Caps Academy dumps the puck loose now behind the net, picked up by another Caps Academy. Forechecking though is Yosef and Riot. Now, it's Riot. And now knocked away by the Caps Academy. And they clear it out towards the high slot. But Cohen's there, hammers a shot, goes off of Yosef, and banged at, and now loose puck against the far boards, and rattles around in there in some traffic, and now clears out of the zone. Caps Academy skating where they throw it on net. Kate's going to have to do something with this. Brushes it away over to Jackson. Jackson's got it on a forehand now, skating, throws it out of the zone. It didn't touch anything, but they're waving the icing. I think it did might have hit something. Puck's in really deep now, and now taken away by Yosef. Yosef's got on her backhand, lost it on a back check. Now fired out and slowed down Bo, and now we got a whistle coming. But no, they took. Now they're calling. I'm not sure what this is. It's an interference call, and I think it's on Caps Academy. I don't know. It's on Z. I don't know what's going on. They're pointing towards the Caps Academy bench for this penalty, I think, but there's nobody in the box. The clock is stopped at 2:13. Referee's now talking to their bench and pointing at their penalty box. They have a player coming off the bench going back in the box. It's interference is the call. 2-minute penalty on Caps Academy. Power play coming up for the Patriots. The score is 4-2 Patriots. And we have a man advantage for 2 minutes. 2:13 on the clock. Okay, I think we got that sorted out. So it's Zach, John, and goes over to Brody. Brody takes a shot, missed the net though, comes over to the near side. John's there, shovels it towards the net, hit a Caps Academy sweater, knocked down by the Caps Academy player, and they try to send it out, held in the zone by Danny momentarily, but poked away and now back checked by Brody. Loose puck, hammered by Zach, sends it back into the offensive zone, and now Caps Academy's down there to collect the puck. Forechecking is John and Brody. Caps Academy sends it out to the point. Swooping in is Chris to hold the zone, sends it to Brody. Lost the puck into the high slot. Danny flings at it to Brody. Brody swats at a shot from the slot, but got tied up with a Caps Academy player. Now Caps Academy flings it out of the zone, going the other way, and it's a foot race. Danny's going to get there first, but he's got a forechecker right on his tail. Skates with the puck behind the net, sends it out towards the blue line, and clears the zone. Bouncing puck comes out to the red line, now settled by the Caps Academy. Touched up by John, though, and now John throws it back towards the offensive zone, but settled there by Caps Academy. Puck squirts out, and now it's hammered by Danny. Goes, I think we have an injured player on the Caps Academy, and they blow the whistle. think he's got an injured arm. He dropped his stick and is skating off on his own. So, Patriots are in a power play, but the penalty is not on the board. But they're trying to put a penalty on the board. Minute 6 left in the power play for the Patriots. Neutral zone faceoff coming. Riot, Gethin, Yosef, Langston, and William. Riot's at center ice. Gethin's against the board. Riot is taking the draw. And Caps getting wins the draw. Fires it down, but he got touched up by Langston. Now settled by William. William sends it ahead. We got a whistle. I was saying high stick, I think. And so it's going to come back on our defensive zone. I don't know that it was a high stick. He had it at his shoulders, but that was the call. Okay, Yosef and William are in the slot. Riot's taking the draw. And controlled by the Patriots. Langston's got it. Fires it across to the far side point, and he's going to be slowed down there. Lost his own. Caps Academy was trying to send it to their teammate, and then they missed the pass. Now, shoveled in by Gethin. The puck goes loose now behind the net. And Caps Academy just hammers it, goes over to the other side point, settled there by William. William chips it back into Yosef. Yosef's got it in the far circle. Now brings it in the slot, has it on the back end, sends it over to Langston at the point. Langston's going to wind up, takes the shot, goes off the defender, and clears the zone. Langston's got to go battle to get this, and sends it back ahead to Riot and back in the offensive zone. But Caps Academy hammers it, and it goes all the way down, and I think they're going to be no icing here. Touched up is the call. Langston chips it back towards the blue line. Riot's there, but so is the Caps Academy player. Chips it at the head. Gethin's trying to play keep away. Comes onside, makes a move to the far circle, and lost the puck. Now chases after, centers it, and goes off of the Yosef trying to battle for position there. Lost the puck, goes into the near side boards. Caps Academy sends out to the high slot. Williams steps up. We got a whistle, and the penalty is roughing on. I'm not sure who's going to the box here. Roughing on Patriots. And Riot's going to the box. So we're going to be in a 4-on-4 for 1 second. Then it's going to be a power play for Caps Academy for the remaining 13 seconds of the period. There's 14 seconds on the clock. And then Caps Academy will start the third period in the power play. Okay. Dylan's taking the draw. It's Zach in front of us in the slot with Jackson, and Cohen behind Dylan. And Caps Academy wins the draw, and Dylan back checking there, takes a shot, gave up a rebound, but Kate covered it, and that'll blow it dead. There's 7.6 seconds left in the period, and now Caps are in a power play. Dylan's going to continue to take this face-off. Zach and Jackson are in the slot. Cohen back behind Dylan. And controlled by Caps Academy. They lost the puck, though, and now they send it on net and went off the side of the net. Kate goes down to seal the edge. They send it again off the side of the net, and that horn is the end of the period. After 2 periods of play, the score is 4-2 Patriots. And Patriots are on a penalty kill to start the third period. Second intermission starts now.
Hey, let's go now! Come on!
right, that horn is the end of the second intermission. We're going to be defending the left side of the screen here for the third period.
Hey, let's go, Red!
Cade is still in net. Riot's going to resume his spot in the penalty box. There's a minute 46 left in that penalty kill for the Patriots. Nico is going in the penalty box as well. I'm confused about that. I'm not sure what happened there between periods, but Nico's back in the penalty box. Or maybe that's a continuation of his hit to the back of the head earlier. Zach's out there with Dylan, Cohen, and Jackson. Dylan is taking the face-off. Zach is on the far side of the circle.
Right here, Nate. You got the outside. Right here.
Penalty kill for the next minute 46 for the Patriots. Something's going on. We're getting the clock reset for 15 minutes to start the third period. The score is 4-2 Patriots. And more conversation. Okay, they got the scoreboard right now. Another signal to start the third period. Here comes the drop. Dylan taking the face-off. And won by the Caps Academy. It comes back in our defensive zone. Jackson's there, slows it down and takes it away to Dylan. Dylan can't clear it out though, and now the Caps Academy has control of it in the corner. They send it towards the net, it got chipped away by a Caps Academy player behind the net. They send it out to the point. Caps Academy player settles the puck there, steps up to the circle, getting banged on by Jackson and Dylan. And now Jackson continues to pressure him, and now lost the puck. He sends it in and knocked away by Cohen. Now they send it again off the net, goes behind the net over to the far corner, chasing after it's the Caps Academy, and now tied up in the corner by Jackson. Now Caps Academy clears out, brings it to a trailer, throws it off a Cade, loose puck in the slot, and the Caps Academy pushes it towards the net, but now loose puck behind the net. Caps Academy brings over the near side, into the circle, now into the slot, shoots and scores. Power play goal for the Caps Academy with 14-14 left in the period, and that puts the score 4-3 Patriots. And back to full strength, although Nico remains in the penalty box. There's no penalty for Nico on the board. I assume that's a continuation for that penalty earlier in the second period. Danny and Chris are on defense. Joseph, Riot, and Geffen. Face-off comes, controlled by the Caps Academy. Banged by Cristo, and now back in our defensive zone. Chris is going to shovel this out of his zone on the backhand, but over to Joseph, battling for it right at the blue line. Still battling for it. Now the puck comes in the defensive zone, settled by Danny. Danny fires it off the glass over to Joseph. Joseph settles the puck, crosses the red line. Getting joined on a 3-on-3 here by Geffen and Riot. And battling for the control of the puck, lost it, goes behind the net, now picked up by Riot. Riot shovels it over to Geffen, but sends it into the slop, but there's just Caps Academy players there, and they pick up the puck. Crossing through center ice now, and lost the puck on a back check by Chris. Sends it ahead to Riot. Riot's got it now, trying to get past the defense, gets smeared into the boards and lost the puck. Now Riot gets back up, sends it into Joseph. Got it. Joseph makes a move, trying to keep away from that back check. The puck's stuck in the corner. Now Joseph digs it out of there, sends it to the slot, intercepted by a Caps Academy player, and then Geffen lost his edge, goes down. Now it's a 2-on-2 going the other way, and Caps Academy's onside. They're bringing it into the near side circle, and winds up, takes a shot, got redirected off the net by the stick of the defender, and now picked up by Geffen. Geffen's going the other way on a 1-on-3, and now we're changing. Geffen's going to stay out there on a forecheck as we're making our change. And Geffen gets to the puck, but so does the Caps Academy, and they now skating with it. And our players joined the net. John just stepped on the ice and he held the puck in with his skate. Goes in the corner. Picked up by Brody. Brody's skating with it now. He brings it into the slot. Takes a shot, goes off the defender, and now out towards the blue line, and now clears the zone. And we got to get back on side. Chris settles the puck right at the red line. Caps Academy making some changes. Turned over the puck right at the, we have a whistle. And you got too many. Too many on the ice by Caps Academy. That's going to be a power play for the Patriots. 12:45 to go in the period. They were changing right in front of the action, and I think couldn't resist touching the puck. Okay, Brody's going to take the face-off. Dakota's in the slot. John's against the boards. Langston and William back on defense. Power play for the Patriots. Brody almost left the face-off circle. Now he stayed in there. And Caps Academy wins the draw. I'm charging out of his zone, but some poking at it, and they knock it back in deep. Now the puck's loose, and forechecking is Brody can't do anything with it. Cass Academy's got it now, and they're skating towards the blue line. Looks like they're going to break out. They're short-handed here. Now across the red line. Went off of William, but enters the zone onside clean, and now got behind the defense. Tried to center it. Went off of John, and now William chips it out of the zone and clears out. Cass Academy settles the puck into the, and now regrouping in their defensive zone. Forechecking, though, is the Patriots, and Cass Academy does a good job of getting away from that forecheck. Crosses the red line, chips it out to another Cass Academy player. Got behind our defense a little bit, but back check by Langston, and now back towards Dakota. Dakota shovels it out of there. Caps Academy lost the puck, now sends it over to Brody's got it. Sends it to Langston. Langston looking and fires it ahead to Dylan. Dylan came on the ice now. Loose puck goes down deep. Dylan stays out there. Got Langston and William remain on the ice. And now getting replaced by Zach and Ellis. Puck comes flying through the zone. Caps Academy's there, got behind our defense. Williams turned it around and got away from him. Ellis going the other way. And going now, Cass Academy makes more changes. Banging on Ellis at the end of the zone. Tried to center it, but went off a Cass Academy player. Ellis knocked that pass down, and puck goes in the corner. Now settled by the Caps Academy. They got it on a forehand behind the net. Ellis is forechecking, though, and the puck comes over to the near side point. Williams steps up, tries to take a shot. Got hammered in the boards, and we have a whistle coming. William bounced right back up, but it's a hit to the back of the head. 2-minute penalty on the Caps Academy. So it's going to be a 5-on-3 for 39 seconds for the Patriots. There's 11:24 to go in the third period. The score is 4-3 Patriots. Gethin, Riot, Yosef, Cohen, and Jackson. Patriots are in a 5-on-3 power play for 39 seconds. Riot is going to take this face-off. Now the Caps Academy is sending another player, and referee sent another player in the Caps Academy penalty box. Back to Jackson. Jackson wins it. Takes a shot. Loose puck in front of the net. Tied him up, though. Now goes over to Jackson. Yosef. Yosef's going to take a shot. Hit the bar. Comes flying out to the point. Cohen steps up and flings it back in. Touched up by a Caps Academy player. Riot had a piece of that for a second. Now Caps Academy settles it. Clears the zone going all the way down. Could be icing. They're calling for icing, but it doesn't have a lot on it. And now they blow it dead. It's coming all the way back. 20 seconds remain in the 5-on-3 for the Patriots. There's 11:05 on the clock. Gethin's in the slot. Riot taking the face-off. Yosef against the boards, but tucked back near Cohen. And Jackson at center ice. Patriots want to draw. Yosef's got it. He's going to wind up. Takes a shot. Misses the net to the right. Comes over to the far side point. Chasing after it is Gethin. Gethin settles it now and sends it back to Jackson. Jackson's going to wind up. Sends it into the slot to Gethin. Gethin tries to send it back to Jackson. They miscommunicated and they left the zone. Now Jackson's got to get us back on side. And now skating with it. And crosses the blue line, but chipped at by the Caps Academy and lost the zone. Now going the other way, short-handed. Caps Academy catching up to him, and now players are going down. No whistles, though. Gethin dumps it in, now chasing after it. Back to a 5-on-4. Gethin's got on a forehand, shoots, missed the net, comes over to the near side. And Yosef's there, settles the puck. Made a move, but lost the puck, goes into the corner. And now pushes it back to Yosef. Yosef makes another move, lost the puck. Dumps it back in, now loose puck goes back to Riot. Riot's down, sends to Yosef. Yosef sends to Riot. Ricochets the pass behind the net. Getting some pressure, though, by the Caps Academy. Sends it back to Yosef, knocked away by the Caps Academy. Coming back towards the point. Settled there by Cohen, but can't clear the zone. And it does keep the zone, and now Caps Academy flicks it out. Now it's a foot race. Chasing after it. Cohen gets there and shovels it out, but it hits the Caps Academy player. Now back and giving back to Caps Academy. Riot stays out there and tries to clear, and now Caps Academy's back outside. They have the puck in the slot. Made a move, got behind RD. Score. No, knocked away on a back check by Chris. Nice defensive stop there. That was a wide open net. And now over to Ellis. Ellis is going to try to skate out here. And got smeared in the boards. Will clear the zone. Over to Gethin. Gethin sends the puck across to Riot. Riot's going to take a shot from a mile out. Goalie got a big blocker on that. Sends it into glass behind the butt, and the play continues. Comes out to a point. Danny's there trying to hold his own and does. Chips it back to Riot. Riot sends it in the slot. Can't quite handle the pass over to Ellis. Ellis has now got it on top of the circle. Sends it in the slot. Riot's there. Chips at it. Goes off the skate of a defender. And now Caps Academy skating with it going the other way. Back to full strength for the Caps Academy. They enter the zone onside. From their near side circle. They send it to a trailer in the slot. Takes a shot. Pink got a big piece of that. Knocked it into the far corner. Now picked up by Ellis. Ellis is going to send it. Sends it ricocheting off the boards and out of the zone to Zach. Zach sends it right to the defenders. And now Caps Academy dumps it back in. They're back on side. 9:03 to go and rolling clock in the third period. Picked up by Danny in the corner. Danny sends it out to Ellis trying to clear his zone, does, sends it over to Dillon. Dillon's got it now, skating hard. Watt had to slow down and catch up to the puck. Fires it in, goes on net. Goalie had to play that, and that'll stop play. 8:49 to go in the period. Offensive zone faceoff coming for the Patriots. And some fresh legs. We got Langston and William on defense, and we haven't quite figured out who's coming off the bench to. So it's Gethin, Riot, and Yosef. Gethin sets up in the slot. Riot taking the faceoff. Controlled by the Caps Academy. They immediately fire it out of the zone and bounce. William got a stick on that. They're saying high stick. No, he waved the high stick. Now picked up by William. He's got a forecheck on him. Puts the brakes on to get away from that forecheck. And battling for control. Now it's still battling for it. Loose puck in the circle. Now picked up by Yosef. Yosef skating. Got some forecheckers on him though. Sends it to himself off the boards. And now clears the zone, but Caps Academy was waiting for it. And now it's skating to get back on side, and they do. They bring it over to the far side circle, banging on it. Takes a shot, missed the net, goes over to the near side. And swooping in is Riot, trying to get it out, but held back in by the Caps Academy's point. And now Yosef bangs it out of there, back to Gethin. Gethin's in a 1-on-2, turning into a 3-on-2. Takes a shot, missed the net to the right, ricochets behind that. It comes over to Riot in the corner. Riot skating with the puck, lost his edge, goes down, but held the puck against the boards. Now Riot's got on her forehand, looking for a pass. And sends it into the slot, but there's just Caps Academy players there, and they pick it up. And Gethin bumped him as he tried to leave the zone, picked up by William. William trying to make a move to get in deeper, held in by Yosef, right at the blue line, chipped that, we're offside. 7:47 to go in the period. Kind of some awkward hockey there right at the blue line, and it resulted in an offsides for the Patriots. So Dillon's out there now with Zach, Ellis, Cohen, and Jackson. Zach is going to take this face-off. Dillon's at center ice. Ellis is against the board. Controlled by the Patriots, but they got to go back and get it. Cohen's chasing after it now. Has it. They got a forecheck around. Sends it out of the zone, but got back on side. Now he's saying offside. And it'll be a blue line face-off. 7:42 to go in the period. The score is 4-3 Patriots. And they're going to stay out there for another face-off. Controlled by the Patriots. Cohen's got to go get this. Fires it off of a Caps player who winced at that puck hitting him, but now Ellison's got it and trying to clear it out. And does. It's going to go all the way down. It could be icing. They're saying no icing, saying he touched it. And Dillon's on a forecheck. Dillon gets there, sends it into the crease, knocked away by the goalie. It goes back on net. Almost an own goal there by Caps Academy. The goalie covered it. And that'll stop play. 7:24 to go in the period. We're going to make some more changes. Riot, Gethin, Yosef out there. Cohen and Jackson stay out there on defense. Riot taking the face-off. Gethin is in the slot. Takes it to the draw. Gethin's got it in the slot. Kicked it in, but now controlled by the Caps Academy. They dump it ahead and try to clear out, and they do. And now we got to get back on side, and we're offsides. 7:19 to go in the period. Gethin was in kind of deep there. Couldn't quite get back in time before Riot brought the puck back in. And it results in an offside. I'm going to stay out there for one more job. Caps Academy made a change. Riot's taking the face-off. Controlled by the Caps Academy. They immediately fling it out of the zone. Gethin's got to get us back inside, and now does. Dumps it in. Loose puck going in deep. Caps Academy get to it, have it on a forehand. And they send it over to the far side. Approaching Yosef. Yosef's got on the backhand now, playing keeper in the corner. And getting tied up, though. Sends it into the spot of the circle, picked up by a Caps Academy player out to the high slot. Caps Academy left it for a trailer, and touched up by Cohen, but now going the other way. Caps Academy makes some moves, got behind the defense, has it on a forehand, shoots, big rebound, loose puck on the side of the net, getting tied up in traffic, and goes back in front of the net. And now we got players going down, and now we have a whistle that stops play. Kate reached out and covered it. And then 6:46 to go in the period. And we're going to make some changes. Danny and Chris are out there on defense. Ellis, Dillon, and Nico. Nico's finally out of the penalty box. Dillon's going to take this face-off. Ellis is in the slot with Chris. Controlled by the Caps Academy. Out to the high. And he flings it on the backhand in deep. Loose puck now. Danny's there. Danny shovels it over to the near side. Coming towards the circle. Ellis is there. Settles the puck and lost it, though. And now the Caps Academy dumps it back in. They have it on the backhand. Again, they send it into the slot. Didn't touch anybody, and then it got slowed down, and it goes over to the far side corner. And now Nico's there trying to clear it out, but Cass Kennedy back check and hold his own. And now back towards the point, but loose puck right on the blue line. And now Dylan's got it, fires it out, and it leaves the zone. Chasing after his Alessandro, got some speed on. Pushes into the zone, chases after his own get. Puck's loose in the corner. Chasing after his Alessandro forecheck and get tied up behind the net. Now fired out by the Caps Academy out to the near side point. Chris steps up, flings it back in. Caps Academy handled that with their paws. And they are now controlling the puck and trying to skate out of the zone. And now they cross the red line, and they got behind our defense, but chasing us, Dylan smears them up a little bit, knocks the puck loose. Dylan fires it over to Danny, can't handle the pass, goes out towards the top of the circle. Danny's now contesting it over to Nico, lost the puck in the circle, now chipped up by Danny, but held in the zone by Caps Academy. They have it in the slot. Now in the near side circle. Takes a shot. Kate got a blocker on that, knocked it away. Loose puck now controlled by the Caps Academy. They fire over to the near side. Caps Academy pick up the puck at the bottom of the near side circle, back out to the point. He's going to wind up and take a shot from there. Kate sees that and now blockers it away. That goes in the corner. Caps Academy shovels it behind the net for another Caps Academy player. Try to center it, loose puck in the slot, and takes a shot. Kate got it right in the sweater, and it's stuck to her, and that'll stop play. 5:19 to go in the period. And full changes for both teams now. William and Langston on defense. Dakota, Zach, and John. John and Langston are in the slot. Controlled by the Caps Academy. They send it back to the point. Point's going to wind up, takes a shot. Goal. Kate saw that, knocked it away into the near side corner. William pokes it ahead for Dakota. Dakota fires it out. This could be icing. And icing's the call. It's coming all the way back. 5:09 to go on the clock. Patriots are up by 1 goal. The score is 4-3. Defensive zone faceoff coming. They're going to stay out there for another shift. Controlled by the Caps Academy. They send it to the high slot. He settles the puck there. He's going to wind up, takes a shot. Got knocked away by something. Goes into the near side board. Hammered by William back towards Dakota. Dakota shovels it ahead for Zach, but they can't clear the zone. Now into the high slot. Caps control the puck into the slot. Have it on the backhand. Loose puck now. Comes into the near side circle. And now slowed down, now chipped at by the Patriots out toward the high slot. Takes a shot. Kate saw that and gloved it. And that'll stop play. 4:46 to go in the period. And another full change for the Patriots. And we have a whistle. I think it's no, they're just signaling for the, I'm not sure what that whistle was. Okay, Riot's taking the draw. Gethin, Joseph are out there. Joseph was not ready. He was still putting his mouthpiece in. And they shoot a one-timer. Kate got a piece of that, knocked it away. Who's pucking on the side of that? Digging on it is Joseph. Pushes it over here to the near side. Chasing after it's Gethin, and so is the Caps Academy. Puck scoots back in, fired out of the zone. It touched a bunch of stuff, and it's going all the way down. Foot race. Wyatt's got a full head of steam on. Gets down in deep. And got knocked away by the goalie and a couple defenders. Loose puck behind the net and over to Gethin. Gethin's trying to play keep away. Shovels it into the slot and now just picked up by Caps Academy players. And now they send it ahead and there's a Caps Academy player knocked away by Cohen. Slows down that rush. And now Caps Academy's onside though. Makes a move into the high side. There's a big collision. No whistle. Caps Academy holds his own. Fires a shot. Goes off of Jackson. Caps Academy players still slow to get up. Jackson gets to the puck and they push it. Hammers a shot. Slowed down by, we have a whistle now. It's going to be a delayed penalty on the Patriots. Not sure what the penalty was. Let's see if I can get a signal out of the referees. I think it was a... I don't know what this penalty is. Maybe it was offsides. No one's going to the box. I really don't know why they stopped play. We got an injured player. Maybe that was what the whistle was for. Caps Academy player came off the ice limping. Timeout's the call. I'm not sure who took the timeout. I think it's Caps Academy took the timeout. I'm super confused. We got an injured player. We got a referee talking to the Cap Academy bench, and the faceoff's coming back at neutral ice. And nobody's in the penalty box. No, we have a Caps player in the penalty box. So we're going to power play for... No, I don't know what's going on. It's a 5-on-5, and there's a Caps Academy player in the penalty box. Now they enter the zone onside, getting some contention there by Dylan. Caps Academy still has it. I send it top of the circle. Tries to take the shot, just redirected behind the net. Picked up by Danny. Danny's got it on the forehand, fires it out, and it clears the zone. Puck's on its edge and running fast. Now chasing after is Nico on a forecheck. Caps Academy keeps it away from Nico, but it goes off of Dylan. Now on the top of the circle, and they send it across ice to another Caps Academy player, and they're going to break out. And they send it ahead, and now Caps Academy trying to get onside, and they do. Getting some back check, though, by Dylan. They fling it out of the zone. Caps Academy's offside now. They got to get back onside. And playing keep away. Nico's continuing to pressure the puck. And now they fire it back towards the blue line, but it doesn't clear the zone. There's a Caps Academy player over here to meet that on the near side circle. And playing keep away from Chris, swatting at it, though, is Dylan. Now the puck pops out of there. Chris has got it on a forehand. Sends it ahead for Ellis. Ellis is trying to play keep away as well. Skating with the puck, sends it out of the zone over to Dylan. Dylan sends the puck, crosses the red line, fires it in, but it hits the Caps players that enters the zone, and the Caps Academy dumps it back out. Banging on it was Dylan, but not enough to clear out. Now Caps Academy are onside. They send it ahead, got behind our defense, but disrupted by Chris. Goes into the corner. Puck comes towards the net, and now taken away by Dylan. Dylan pushes it ahead for Nico. Nico's trying to clear it out and ices the puck. It's going to come all the way back. 2:33 on that stoppage of play. Icing is the call back in the defensive zone. We're going to make some changes. Patriots have a 1-goal lead. Third period continues. Williams out there with Langston. Riot and somebody called a timeout. I think Caps Academy called a timeout. It was 2:33 I think in the period.
But I think he was saying like, they just went me on me.
Somebody called the timeout now.
Yeah, I thought he called timeout earlier too. Was he saying that? I was like, wait, what's going on?
All right, that horns into the timeout. This is going to be a defensive zone face-off for the Patriots. There is 2:33 to go in the period. Patriots up by 1 goal. The score is 4-3 Patriots. Riot's out there with Gethin and Yosef, William and Langston. Riot is taking the face-off. Teams are at full strength, but the Caps Academy have a player in the penalty box. And now they pulled their goalie, so they have an extra attacker. And we got I don't know what happened. The post, the net is off the post. Referee spotted it just as they were dropping the puck, and they're going to get it back and fixed. So Caps Academy pulled their goalie. They have an extra attacker out there. There's six skaters for the Caps Academy, 5 for Patriots. Patriots win the draw. Yosef's going to play keep away against the boards, chips it ahead. Riot's there, can't clear the zone. It goes off of a Caps Academy player. Now they do. It goes ahead all the way back in the defensive zone for Caps Academy, and they regroup and settle the puck now behind their net. Forechecking is Yosef and Gethin. They fired out towards the point and held in by Langston. Langston fires it on net, and a player temporarily stepped in front of the net, and now they fired it over to the near side. Loose puck coming out towards the point. Caps Academy's there. Langston steps up trying to hold the zone, but shipped back in on a backhand by Riot. They fire it high off the glass, held in by Langston. Now Riot picks it up, takes a shot on net, bouncing puck, try to backhand. Gethin takes another shot, goes off the side of the net. Now the puck comes out towards the point. Langston steps up, takes a shot, redirected off the net by Gethin and over to the corner. And the empty net continues. And now we got a cherry picker down there. And now they kept it in the zone though. And they're still cherry picking way down there. They send it all the way down. And now still held in the zone by Riot. Now the puck goes in the corner. Gethin's there. Getting some pressure though. Riot holds the zone. Another minute 22 ticking away. And now Caps Academy closes the zone going the other way. They find a player across the ice. William couldn't quite get there in time. And now Caps Academy enters the zone outside. Langston has the puck behind the net. Getting some pressure on a forecheck though. And now it comes over to the near side corner. Tied him up down there. Puck screws out. Langston fires it. A high stick. That was a touched up. No call there. I guess he said he didn't touch it. Now Caps Academy trying to get back on side. Getting some pressure by Riot. Puck took a weird hop off the board. Now touched up by Langston, but can't clear the zone. Caps Academy's got it in the far circle. They shoot high, goes over the board, comes over to the near side, circle. Caps Academy's there, they dump it back in, loose puck on the net, slowed down by, goes into the slot, they score! 42 seconds left in the period, Caps Academy tied the game. extra attacker found the back of the net. Dylan's out there with Ellis, Riot, Jackson, and Cohen. The Caps Academy put their goalie back in the net now. And the score is tied with 42 seconds left in the period. And they're controlled by the Patriots. Cohen left the puck there, though. Now settles it. Ready for a pass. Sends it ahead. Intercepted by the Caps Academy at neutral ice. Now Caps Academy going the other way. They touched up and hit the referee. And now Caps Academy are onside. Jackson's there, going to try to shovel this out of the zone and does. Back to neutral ice. Poked at by Nico. Nico pushes into the offensive zone, chasing on a forecheck. And now back to neutral ice. And now Caps Academy going the other way. There's 18 seconds left on the clock. They enter the onside. It got disrupted by Jackson and fired out towards the blue line. Nico's there, settles the puck, and now looking for pass. Sends it ahead to Ellis. Ellis is on a breakaway here, and there's 5 seconds left. Shoots. Big rebound, and then chipped away by the goalie and out to the high slot, and the game will end in a tie. 4-4 tie, final score. What a finish to that game. Shots on goal for the Patriots, 17 shots on goal for the Caps Academy, and a tie game, 4-4, final score. All right, no more hockey this weekend. Thanks for tuning in.